Okay, so I never read this story. Remember a few months ago, was it last spring? The cop, Woodstock Road, stopped three female, and one of them, the passenger, which we found out afterward, worked for the language commissioner, Catherine d'Entremont. Gives a bad name to us Acadiens. Anyway, so it took about, I say maybe 5 to 10 minutes because they demanded the language be en français. So, you know, like they were screaming, hollering, I guess, and oh, and then the next day, the woman that works for Catherine d'Entremont's office showed up at the police station with case laws, constitutional, but we have somebody from the language commissioner office really pushing the French. Myself, hey, if I'm met by a cop that's giving me attitude, no problem, immediately, je suis Acadien. Mais we have what you call moody Québécois in the police force that speaks a language that I don't understand. So anyway, so here's the headline. I never read this. Fredericton Police Force response to Police Commission investigation report on an official language complaint. The Police Commission, Steve Rabage, absolutely useless. You seen the video? Go to YouTube, right? Edmiston Police and Charles LeBlanc. You'll see a video. Two cops grabbed me by the legislator from Edmiston, grabbed me here in Fredericton, and I showed the video, Police Commission, all transcript. What's his name? André Ouellette said that with Steve Rabage, what they did was justified. But that's another story. Stay focused. Police Commission, totally useless. Former cops, investigating cops. So you can just imagine what they're going to say here. In an effort, as I predict, they're going to say more Frenchmen. That means hire more moody Québécois. Like Fred Wozeau. Charles, stay calm. In an effort to promote transparency in the public interest, Fredericton Police Chief Leanne Fitch, same one that labeled me as a pedophile, wants to share the finding of the Police Commission investigation report. How come she don't share the report with Danielle Carmichael, her sidekick, a cop? And she was charged with, she signed a peace bond because she uttered 2 death threats to the girlfriend of her new husband and damaged private property. And Leanne Fish doesn't share nothing with the public. A cop has mental issues, and with a gun at that. Charles, stay calm. Later, I guess the police force on June 13. Okay, June 13, 2017. The report concludes that 2 police officers involved on June 11th, 2 days earlier, traffic stop did not comply fully with the Official Language Act and in line with the policies and procedure of the Fredericton Police Force. They have policies, Fredericton Police Force? Yeah, labeled innocent people to be pedophiles. Charles, focus. The complaint filed in this case contains 7 allegations. The investigation report found that only 2 allegations were upheld. The investigation report recommend that, in consultation with the Department of Public Safety, the wording of the pocket translator be enhanced to cover a request by a police officer for the production of a driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance. Oh yeah, that's all I need. Somebody goes at French immersion, you can't even understand what they're saying. That's what here. Carter, Dale Carter, I got a little bit for his name, came here, arrest me here with 7 cops, 8 cops, whatever. Boy, I'm wound up today. Read my rights in French that I didn't understand a word he said, and he labeled me as a pedophile. Can you imagine? Okay. B, refresher sessions should be given at least once a year, basic to all non-bilingual police officers to remind them of their obligation under the Official Language Act of New Brunswick and the language policy of the force. What language policy is that? Hire more moody Québécois. C, the language police force ensure that at all times there is at least one bilingual person available to provide service in the language of choice of the members of the public within a reasonable time. Yeah. They had that Carter guy come here. I couldn't understand a word he said. The police force take the finding of the commission investigative report very seriously. Yeah, right, Chief Leanne Fish. Okay, this is all bullshit. Fredericton strive to comply. Blah, blah, challenge. The language. The Fredericton police has done the basic line French language testing. Yeah, language de tapette de Quebec. We are at 30 plus employees. Degrees for this is all BS. Oh yeah, okay, that's no problem. So what we'll do, to be fair, we must keep in mind that for Fredericton Police Force training our staff. It's all right. Anyway, we'll this is all BS. So they're going to continue to hire more Quebecois, and next time they come after me, that's what we'll find out, how many French people or French cop there is and what kind of French are they speaking. Les Acadiens, on parle le chiac.